Got an Accord in the shop that's leaking oil. Let's see if we can't get it fixed. This is what we're working on today, a 2004 Honda Accord EX. Now the complaint on this was it was dripping oil in the driveway, so I did an oil change on it and checked it out, and definitely this side of the engine on the bottom was covered in oil. And just looking around, there may be more than one leak, but for sure I saw our VTC strainer, which is under this little cover right here. I saw it leaking. I did already clean it up. I hosed it down with some brake cleaner, so it's much cleaner, but you could just see that it was just dripping down and drooling down the front of the engine right here. So this is what we're going to be replacing today, the strainer or gasket inside that little cover right there. Now in order to get that, we have to take a couple things off because they're in our way. And here's the part we're going to be using. This one is a genuine Honda part. There's your part number, and that's what it looks like. We're going to have to take our power steering and get it out of the way. In order to do that, we got to remove the belt. I went ahead and marked it. You can see, well, hopefully you can see. I marked it right there. That way, in case we have to take the belt all the way off, we shouldn't. We should only have to pop it off. But in case it comes all the way off, we know which direction it was, so we can put it back on the same way. To take tension off the belt so we can get it out of our way, right there, we're just going to put a 14mm wrench on that tensioner right there. We're just going to pull it this way. That'll release the tension and we can pop the belt off. Alright, now this wrench, when I pull it back, it's going to hit this rod right here. So we're just going to move it over just like that temporarily. And then we'll just loosen it up. And we can go right here, but it's going to hit my wrench. I'll just go to the pulley down below and loosen it. And there. Now we're off. And we'll just kind of tuck this down out of the way and hope that it kind of stays on the pulleys. And we'll move this back over here so we don't drop the hood on ourselves. Now we need a 12mm socket, and we're going to take that bolt out right there. And let's see, where's the other one? Can we see it? Hopefully you can see it. It's right down under here, right under the pulley. Now this bolt right here, we have plenty of room. That one down here, we don't have a ton of room because of the reservoir here, so we'll just pop that out and just kind of tuck it underneath there. That way it's out of our way. Now we have plenty of room. Now I'm just going to use a 14mm deep socket, and we'll see if we can't break these loose. There's the first one. And there's the second one. Now we can just zip them out. Now, we're not going to disconnect our power steering lines, but in order to give us a little more place so we can move this out of our way, let's go ahead and disconnect this bracket. So we'll just pull that bolt out. We just need a 10mm socket. Now we should have enough room. Yeah, see, we can just kind of pop this out of our way right there. And we may have to lift it and move it, but we just kind of need it like that. Now to get this tensioner off, we have a bolt here, we got a bolt in the center, and we have a bolt right down there. That one, it's kind of tight, so in order to help us out, I think we'll go ahead, pull this bolt out and get our pulley out of the way, and it just gives us a little more room. And she's on there tight. Now it's loose. And don't drop any parts. And this is what fell. It actually holds this bolt on. It goes on the back side of our tensioner there. So I had to go retrieve it. Alright, using a 12mm socket. This is a mid-length, so we don't get caught in there. But we got to take our 3 bolts out, this one, and I think I pointed to that, but that's not it. And with everything in the way, looking through the viewfinder, I was looking at the wrong bolt. it's back up in here. It's right in here. That's the one we got to get. So let's get that one first. Now we can get them out. Now, with everything out of the way, we can see the cover for our VTC strainer right here. And if you look close, you can see the evidence of the oil that's leaking out of here. So to get this cover off, we only have 2 bolts, one right here and one right here. We just need to go grab a 10mm socket and get that cover off. Hey, get out of my way. Put a rag down here. Let's see if this comes off. No, that's pretty much welded on there. We're gonna have to pry a little bit to get that off. There we go. And if we look close, we can see how flat that gasket has been smashed down over the years. So it wasn't doing much sealing anymore. So that's pretty common. They get old, they get brittle, they get flat, and they start leaking oil. So now we got to get that gasket out, the old one out, and then we got to clean this thing up. Now sometimes we can get under here like a nylon tool like this, but when they're really old and hard and brittle, you can't really get in there. There's no bite, and you'll end up just breaking these. So I'll try for a second or two, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it with plastic. I think this one is too far gone. Now if the plastic doesn't work, we can try kind of grabbing it with a hook like this and see if we can not pop our fingers and see if we can pull it up there. And we did. Hopefully I got that on camera. But what I'm trying not to do is damage the mating surface. So that's why I just grabbed right in the middle. Hopefully you could see that. But now I should be able to pop it out. Whoop, there it goes. So we popped it out without doing any damage to our mating surface there. And there is our gasket, or VTC strainer as Honda calls it. And yeah, it's stiff like a brick. So it was definitely done sealing. It was time to replace this thing. Now I'm going to take a rag and a little bit of brake clean. I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to clean that mating surface up too, get it ready for our new gasket. Alright, we're nice and clean and dry. And we'll just take the cover, take our gasket, and just press it down into place. Just like that. You can see how much more pronounced this one is, the brand new one. Now we'll just take it, put it up into place, get our bolts started by hand. I typically don't put anything on these. We'll install it just like this. Honda doesn't have published torque specs for these bolts, so we just got to be smart about it. We want to tighten them down evenly. The VTEC solenoid on this vehicle, the bolts are 7.2 foot-pounds, so we can kind of use that as a guide because they're the same size bolts. But we just want to get them snug like this, even. and then we'll be good to go. And that should be good. Okay, we'll just put our tensioner back into place. I did put the pulley back on. It's loose, but I just set the nut back into place. Put it on to make it a little easier. If we have trouble with that bolt, we'll have to take it off. But we'll just get it up into place. And we'll see if we can't get our center bolt started. Of course, we want to start all this stuff by hand and get everything lined up before we snug them down. Now these 3 bolts are only 16 foot-pounds, so don't go crushing them down. Now this pulley is 41 foot-pounds. Alright, now we'll just put our power steering pump, back into place, and we will drop our flashlight down the back. Alright, we'll get our bolts back in place. They're both the same, so you can't mix them up. Yeah, let's see if we can get this other one down here. Alright, we'll zip these bolts in. These 2 bolts are also 16 foot-pounds. We'll go ahead and put the bolts for our bracket back in. I'm using a magnetic socket, so I'm going to drop it. Of course, we want to make sure the belt is on everywhere properly, and looking, you can see right there, I missed that, so that's why we double check things. But yeah, we want to make sure we got it on all the pulleys all the way down properly. Alright, now it looks like we're good to go. That belt looks like it's on all the pulleys. And it looks like we have a little bit of a power steering leak coming from right here. Why don't we tighten that up? We'll probably have to replace this, but why don't we try tightening up that first while we're right here. This is a 6mm, if you must know. But we'll just try to snug this up a bit. See if we can't prolong this leak. Or I should say prolong this repair so it stops leaking. And that's good. And we'll put our power steering reservoir back into place. Come on. And we'll double check our work. We know we got those torqued down. Alright, everything looks good. I think we should be good to go. Well, that's it for this one. One VTC strainer replaced, so that should fix at least one oil leak on this vehicle. There may be some more, so I'll fire it up and check, and well, if there are more, maybe I'll film them. In any event, if this video helped you out, you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.